We will kickstart today's program with a prayer, as we always do as a university. So help me welcome the university chaplain, Reverend Chufostete, as he commits the program into God's hands. Let's welcome.
Please, shall we rise for a word of prayer? Let's please rise for a word of prayer. In the name of Jesus, the Lord, you will lead us. And when all is said and done, we'll give you praise. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much. So to welcome us to the launching of our programs, it's my distinct honor to welcome our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Emmanuel Asamoah, to welcome us. Let's appreciate him as he comes.
Good evening to all of you. You're welcome to University of Professional Studies, Accra. Today is a very important day in the life of the university. It is not a day for plenty speeches, but to go straight to the point for the reason why we are here this evening. We are here to launch new programs that the university has received accreditation to run. We are, as a university, advancing in a certain direction. And as we have always been doing, we mainly focus on industry-driven programs. We are not just interested in adding on to the stock of programs that we have, but the relevance and the impacts of the programs to industry and nation building is of importance to us. And this is the reason why we have come here this evening. Indeed, the launch of a PhD program in public policy and leadership, as well as the various statistics programs that we are going to launch today, is very significant in our nation as at now. You would realize that there are several policies that are implemented at various levels: social intervention programs, policy for economic growth, development, and other related programs by the state. It is very, very important that we have people who are well trained in the field to shape such policies and also monitor and evaluate it to assess its effectiveness. We are very much interested in providing knowledge and skills to graduates who will be able to contribute effectively in that regard. More often than not, we hear of what we often say data-driven policy and things of that nature. And as a country, you will agree with me that we haven't done too well with statistics. In fact, a lot of people say things without evidence, data, statistics. And so for us as a university, with the mandate that has been given to us as provided for in the UPSA Act, we are expected to develop programs that will shape nation building. And you cannot build a nation without data, statistics. So in coming up with the statistics related programs that you can see on the screen, it wasn't just about introducing a program, but we needed to introduce a program that will be applied in nature. So the structure of the program, the content of the program is geared towards applying statistical knowledge to solve real life problems. And so graduates who would be part of this program will have the benefit of knowing how to apply the statistical concept to solve problems, whether in the banking industry, in public sector, non-governmental organizations, international organizations. These principles are what we are going to impact in the students who will enroll on the program. So it's indeed welcoming news for the university. As I speak to you now, we have a total of 69 fully accredited programs that we run in the university, and it is still counting. We are still growing from there. It will interest you to know that all the programs that we have on our portfolio are fully accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. So none of our programs have expired. They are all accredited and running. So when you enroll on the program, you can be sure that you are coming into a program that will gain the recognition by our regulators. And of course, if our regulators recognize our programs, then of course they are also going to have the same feedback from industry or potential employers of our graduates. On that note, I wish all of you well as we pay attention to the proceedings. We will launch the program with the aim of transforming our nation and making our nation's policy better and better. Ultimately, if we are able to do that, the nation will become better, and of course, we will reap the benefits for all of us. On that note, I would like to thank you so much for coming, and once again, apologies for the delay in the start. We'll be out of this place very soon. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, PhD. 69 programs and counting. Thank you very much. The programs we are about to launch sit in faculties. And so it is my pleasure to welcome the Dean for the Faculty of Management Studies, Dr. Enes Abraham, to give us a few remarks. Let's welcome him.
Thank you. Good evening to us all. Provisy, permit me to continue from where you left off. So as the director said, PhD Public Policy and Leadership sits directly in our faculty. And the Faculty of Management Studies, we have two departments, Department of Business Administration and Department of Marketing. And under marketing, we have PhD in marketing. Under business administration, we have PhD in management, PhD in interdisciplinary studies, and PhD in international security and intelligence. So I'm really excited that the opportunity has come for us to add yet one more PhD program to our portfolio of programs, and it is still counting. As for the master's programs, there are many, and they are all on our website. I will invite you to watch out for them. Encourage your brothers, your sisters, your children to come and enjoy education at UPSA. But what excites me about the development of our programs is that we don't just sit in our offices and develop them. We co-develop them with industry. So there are some phases here that we can attest that in the process of developing our programs, we consulted them to seek their views, their inputs and opinions into our programs. And that is what makes our program very competitive. They are really in touch with what is happening on the ground. So as the Dean of the Faculty, I'm excited that you are here to join us to launch this program. And so I want to especially welcome you and thank you for coming. Thank you. So, 9 PhD programs and counting.
Thank you very much. We'll be looking out for more. And the fact that our programs are industry-driven, and so they respond to our societal needs. That's a university I want to come to, if our programs respond to the needs of society. So thank you very much, Dr. Abraham. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Vice-Chancellor, who's just joined us, in the person of Professor John Kwekume-Samauto. Welcome, sir. And at this point, I would like to invite the Dean for the Faculty of Accounting and Finance, who will also give us a brief remarks about the programs that sit in his faculty that we are about launching. So let's welcome Prof. Isaac Buedi.
Good evening. There's a saying that you don't build a lighthouse because the sea is calm. You build a lighthouse because the storm will come. And today I'm sure UPSA, we are building the lighthouse because we know the storm will come. The launch of these programs that sits within our faculty, applied business statistics, MSc applied statistics, MPhil applied statistics. The launch is as a result of the complex national and global storms that we face. And it's important as a faculty we prepare ourselves towards such route. So tonight we celebrate foresight. We celebrate a path that we think will help build the caliber of people we want them to be out there. It is not easy for a faculty to put up about 3 different programs together and get all those programs accredited. It means some people have worked. And it's important at this stage, pay personal tribute, special recognition to the Dean, the HOD for Actuarial Economics, Professor, can I see your hand? You've done so well. He and the team put these things together, and we'll give credit to them. In the coming months or few days, we have quite a number of programs that we are going to get accreditation for. It means that we have put teams together. And for this year, we have established departmental audit and review committee, and then we have a faculty as well. So before we move our documents to the university committee, it means that we have thoroughly gone through all the documents. So it will move the process very fast. So we have about 13 programs that we have put together, and very soon we are going to have those ones accredited. So we should prepare for more programs that will be launched very soon. I also want to give special recognition to my previous dean, Professor Jono, for the inspiration. And we are grateful for your support all these years. Thank you very much. Thank you. You've done so well for the faculty. So tonight, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the historic moment tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. Buedi. 8 PhD programs, 69 programs for a young university such as ours. Let's clap for UPSA. Thank you very much. As we look forward to the 13 more, going to go through GTech, and I am very certain that we'll be here in no time to launch those ones as well. Thank you, and we appreciate your efforts. I would like to invite the Director for the Office of Doctoral Programs, my very favorite Prof Jionu, to give us an overview of the program.
Thank you very much, and good evening to all of us. There's a saying that when the elderly person speaks, no other person speaks, so it's in order. When I'm done, my boss will come. So my job this evening is very brief, and I'm just going to take you through the program structure, just for us to have a fair idea of what the program entails. But before I do that, just want you to know that the Office of Doctoral Program is a coordinating unit. Even though the program lies in the various departments or faculties, the university has that intention of making sure that all the PhD programs are well organized. And so our office is to work with all the various faculties and then make sure that the programs are effectively run. And we've been doing this for the past, I think 11 years. No, 6 years, I should say. So ODP is 6 years old. This year, I'm told we're having 7 years. So very soon, VC will be this year. We'll have some birthday for the Office of Doctoral Program. So media, can you please project the few slides that we prepared? Just about 6 of them. So first of all, the program is a 4-year program. Structured in 2 parts. The first year is a coursework containing or having about 10 programs or courses. And then the second part has a research component. And so 4 years structured based on existing practice. The other thing we also need to let you know is that the delivery is in 2 parts. We have an in-person section, which is compulsory. We sometimes see students come to negotiate whether that session could be held online. But because of quality assurance and what we presented to our regulators, we make sure that students comply with that part. So the first part of the delivery has a 2-week in-person lectures, Monday to Saturday and another Monday to Saturday, between the hours of 8 to 5. Of course, there are some of the days that you close earlier than the 5 o'clock. So when it comes to the delivery mode, you are required to attend an in-person lecture for 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks, we would have done about, let's say, 60 or 70% of the course content. And then the rest are held on Saturdays. There's a good reason for this approach, being that the kind of students that we have, about 80 to 90% of them are workers. And so if we should go the traditional way of regular session, Monday to Friday daytime, I'm sure we didn't get a lot of people attending. So for a good reason, the university decides that the first 2 weeks is compulsory, Monday to Saturday, and then the remaining, I think 4 or 5 sessions are held on Saturdays. So just for you to be guided, and then when you are making a decision, you would accordingly be guided. The other thing which I would also want to mention is the fact that we expect students to attend lectures. When you fail to attend lectures for 3 times, you are likely to be withdrawn. Just to make sure that when the regulator comes, we will not have any problem with students. So please take note of that. For the academic activities, that is well known, and you're also required to submit your 10 papers. So let me take you through the structures briefly so that we don't waste time. These are the courses for the first semester, 5 in all. The first 3 is a university requirement. I mean, all students who enroll on our PhD program are required to take these 3. And then these two are program specific. So for this particular program, you'll be required to take leadership and organizational change, and you also be required to take public policy. So that gives you a 15 credit hour for the first semester. And like I said, these are done the first 2 weeks for the semester, and then the rest are held on Saturdays. Then for the second semester, you also have 4 courses to take. This time, 2 university-wide courses, just to make sure that you are well grounded when it comes to the research component. And then the other 2 are program specific, and you are required to take 1 of these electives. So what that means is that first semester you take 5 courses, and then the second semester you also take how many? 5 of them. And that gives you a 30-hour coursework, which you are required to pass before moving on to the next level. The pass mark for each course is 50%. But then, when you get more than 1 C, you'll be required to retake the C course before you progress. Unlike other institutions, they will use a CGPA of 2.5. But we have decided to go this way, or this path, just to make sure that we are able to get our students and no one gets more than 1 C. And after you've gone through all of these, then you now be ready to write your comprehensive. Please, let's note that assessment of these ones can take any form. It can take usually 10 papers, just to make sure that your research capacity is well built. But having done all of these, you are supposed to get ready for comprehensive. And the comprehensive has 3 courses, 3 of your core courses that you've already done. And you'd also be required to have 50% in each of these 3. When you fail one, it means that you have failed the comprehensive, and you have to come back. I think that's nice. The smile is not on your face. All right, so you'll be required to pass all these 3 to be declared to have now become a candidate. And this is a sit-in paper that you are supposed to write. Then, having done that, the second semester, you now prepare your proposal for a defense. Then, so that takes up for 2 years. The remaining 2 years is basically your engagement with your supervisors. And one thing about UPSA's program is that at the end of every semester, the supervisor is required to produce a report on the candidate. We don't want you to go to travel, sit without working, and then all of a sudden appearing. No. At the end of each semester, your progress is monitored. And so the supervisor will submit a report, year 3 first semester, year 3 second semester, year 4 first semester, and then year 4 second semester. And by so doing, there's no way a student can hide. And you would make sure that whatever timelines that you have with your supervisors, you meet, and then a report is appropriately submitted. Having done that, then you can submit your thesis. We have 3 examiners, 2 external, and then 1 internal. Just to give you a teaser of what to expect at the end of the day. And so we want to encourage all of you, those of us who are here, hopefully by next week, we've already done interview. We are hoping to bring out the successful applicant. March thereafter, we would also be advertising for the main session. I would encourage all of you to be part. Once again, thank you very much.
I believe the prospective students, your mind is not wavering at this point. Things have been set at ease, and so there's no turning back. And that we would see you in a few weeks to begin the program. Exciting. Maybe I'll be joining you. Who knows? Thank you very much, Prof. Jiwonu. I would like to invite the Vice Chancellor to give us his address. Let's welcome him.
Thank you, Mrs. Abaloko. Good evening, everyone. Let me stand on, of course, but there are some reps I will acknowledge for attending this very, very important program of the university. I've heard that we have the Institute of Directors here, so the First Bank, NHIA, UNFPA, our main as a partners for one of the programs, that is Parliament. And then we also have Office of the President and IEA, other reps here. I duly acknowledge all of you. And then our cherished students and prospective students, the SRC and CRASAC, I have seen some prospective students. Ladies and gentlemen, indeed, for UPSA, we are very privileged and very, very happy for another milestone when it comes to the growth of the university and in our contribution to national and continental development when it comes to programs. Indeed, just as we find ourselves here, we are not here merely to introduce academic programs, to affirm our institutional journey of growth, resilience, and vision. From a humble beginning of 3 undergraduate programs and 3 postgraduate programs, respectively, in 2025 and 2004 and 2009, it has grown steadily and strategically to offer 69 academic programs today. I thought you would clap for us. Just 2005. With a very humble number of 3, today we can boast of 69 academic programs. And indeed, for me and for the university community, this is a remarkable expansion of what we are doing here when it comes to the numbers of the program. Indeed, it is evidence that foresight and commitment to institutional and national development is very, very relevant when it comes to the development of programs. And it also demonstrates our resolve to evolve with the changing demands of society while maintaining academic excellence. I've been informed but that the Rep of Parliament is Honorable Please, are you here? Yeah. God bless you for coming. God bless you for coming. To be frank with you, is Dr. Munkala here? Is Abdullah Munkala here? Right. Okay. It is therefore we officially launch the PhD Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Leadership, alongside the Bachelor of Science in Applied Statistics, MPhil in Applied Statistics, and MSc in Applied Statistics. In fact, this program responds directly to the needs of our time. For our PhD program, the reason why I asked of the young man, Dr. Abdullah Munkaila, is that the dream started with this young man when we met a member of Parliament through conversations, and we were sharing with this member how UPSA have been able to develop a program for the Ministry of National Security. In fact, currently we have a campus on the Ministry of National Security where we run master's program for them. This year we are mounting a PhD program on the premises of the Ministry of National Security. So during this conversation, by then, the member of Parliament, I've forgotten the name when the name comes out, acknowledge him. He recommended that we do same for Parliament because they're gonna spend so much money to train members when they are given the opportunity by their various constituents to represent them in Parliament. So if you can have a standing program to develop their capacity in terms of policy analysis and policy evaluation, because that is, it constitutes, a very large constituent of their work that they do. The magnitude of work they do on the floor of Parliament requires that they evaluate policies, they assess policies, and also come out with the right policy recommendations. So on the basis of this conversation, the young man, Dr. MPhil, hurriedly put up a proposal. We met this MP. The MP took us to the educational unit of Ghana Parliament. We had meetings. So this is one of the programs we were able to finish within the timeline. So within a period of 1 year, because the Ghana Parliament was involved, we were able to finish this. So the truth here is that the PhD in public policy and leadership was developed purposely for members of Parliament. In the coming days, we may have a meeting to launch the program on the premises of Parliament so that parliamentarians will not have to travel to UPSA, but our lecturers will go to the premises of Parliament, just as we do with the Ministry of National Security. So once again, in his absence, let me acknowledge him for the great work he did. He took it personal and did so much to make sure that this dream is realized. Dr. MPhil, wherever you are, thank you so much for making this dream work. Indeed, I'm yet to submit my speech, but I'm a man of gratitude, and this man sitting here will not let me sleep, but let me acknowledge him for the wonderful work he has been doing when it comes to accreditation of programs. Professor Asamoah, hard-working man. I was just telling him that you're a young man. When you work and you get tired, relax, sleep. If something happens to you, I will change you. That just by the way. Indeed, we live in an era defined by complexity. Government are now confronted with economic volatility, unemployment, climate change, and the whole of this that we're talking about unemployment, data disruptions, and shifting geopolitical realities. Institutions currently navigate uncertainty with wisdom and courage. Time decisions in both public and private sectors are increasingly driven by data. That is why leadership without policy insight leads to what? Instability. Policy without evidence leads to inefficiency, and data without interpretation leads to confusion. And I'm here to tell you that our new programs are designed to address these realities heads on. Now, let's the policy, the PhD leadership. This is not only an academic qualification. Indeed, let me tell you that it is a strategic investment in the intellectual and ethical capital of our nation, especially target is parliamentarians, policy formulators, those who tell us what we must do, those who drive this nation, those who drive our democracy. And let me once again share that this year I started doing something people didn't understand. Some of the heroes and heroines we have in this country who are less celebrated are members of Parliament. They do so much. Until you encounter them, you didn't know the magnitude of work they do. But we don't celebrate them. So as a university, we took it upon ourselves, perspective of where you had your education. We will celebrate you on our numerous social media platforms. So beginning this year from January, we celebrate them on our platforms, call them and wish them the best of day, because that is their day. And I wish we would celebrate them. Let's not look at some few unscrupulous ones who probably haven't met our expectation. But the large number of MPs we have on the floor of Parliament are working so much to ensure that our democracy is intact. I thought you clap for them. Indeed, Africa needs leaders who think deeply, act critically, and design policies that are both practical and transformative. In addition to that, we also need scholars who can bridge theory and practice. We need policymakers who understand economics, governance, ethics, law, and social consequences of our decisions. And a PhD in public policy and leadership will equip us to produce high-level researchers in governance and public policy, equip leaders with analytical tools to design, implement, and evaluate policies, strengthen institutional leadership across public sector, corporate governance, and civil society, advance research that addresses Ghana's development priorities and Africa's broader transformation agenda. Indeed, our goal here is to nurture thought leaders who influence legislation, shape institutions, and contribute to global policy discourse. Now, let's take a look at our applied statistics. Why this? Indeed, if leadership defines direction, then statistics, I can tell you, I'm a finance person. If leadership defines directions, then statistics define precision. Precision. We calculate decisions. That is why today's launch is not in isolation, but I look at leadership and precision. So here, in today's data-driven world, I can tell you statistics is not optional. It is foundational. And from banking and insurance to healthcare, education, law, agriculture, technology, applied statistics informs strategy, risk management, forecasting, and innovation. Very, very important. That is why, if you're not too late, we believe that it's better late than ever. The introduction of our BSc applied statistics, MSc applied statistics, and MPhil. This reflects our recognition that data literacy and analytical competence are indispensable in the fourth industrial revolution. Now, today, if your statistical foundation is low, it is very difficult to analyze decisions. And that is why we will invite the general public to take a second look at strengthening their analytical skills by enrolling on some of this program. Please, you may have your PhD, but I can tell you a unique skill that will equip you, or you equip yourself to really appreciate the contemporary issues of doing things is to add some level of statistics. Please, statistics is not mathematics. Yeah, I know most professionals are math phobia. Please, statistics is not mathematics. Yes. So allay your fears. And just as the deans mentioned, with the statistics, applied statistics, we intend equipping prospective students, to equip them with skills in statistical modeling, data analysis, and predictive techniques. Develop expertise in quantitative research methods, data science foundations, and emerging analytical tools. Support industries in risk analysis, financial modeling, and policy evaluation. Strengthen research capacity for national development planning. Very, very important. So at an undergraduate level, we will build strong foundation in statistical theory and computation. Then at the master's level, I've gone through the entire program. We will emphasize advanced analytical and national applications. At the MPhil level, we will deepen research expertise and prepare candidates for doctoral studies in high-level research careers. Expect this. In the next few years, UPSA will mount our first PhD in applied statistics. Indeed, this vertical integration from BSc to doctoral level research capacity within the related domains creates a powerful academic ecosystem and reinforces our steady institutional expansion from 3 programs to the current 69 programs. Now, we all know that Ghana's development agenda, from economic transformation to digitalization, from the public sector reform to social protection, demands research-driven solutions. Indeed, Africa's story equally requires intellectual leadership and technical competence. And for us, please, we can assure you, in fact, assure all our stakeholders that these programs will be delivered, just as the director mentioned, with rigorous academic standards, strong industry and government partnerships, interdisciplinary collaboration, international research engagement, and a firm ethical foundation. In fact, beginning this year, our team, which hinges on innovation. The university is so much focused on shaping values of our students. Don't joke with our ethics. And I can assure you that our faculties are prepared, our curriculum is forward-looking, our commitment to quality is delivering. Now, to our prospective students, to those who enroll in these programs, you are not signing up for degrees, but you are accepting responsibility. You'll be trained to question assumptions. But with question assumptions, you'll be expected to analyze evidence. You'll be challenged to think beyond convenience and pursue the truth. Indeed, leadership demands integrity, statistics demand accuracy. And I can tell you that public policy demands accountability, just as we all know. And I hope that our prospective students will carry these values with all seriousness. Now, in conclusion, today's launch signals our continued growth and readiness to lead areas that are truly very, very important to government, to research, analytics, and national development. Once again, from a modest beginning of 3 programs to 69 programs today, and now to the introduction of doctoral and advanced statistical programs, our journey reflects vision, which is anchored in purpose. We envision a future where our graduates, this is very important, our graduates will shape public discourse in this country and the world as a whole. Lead institutions with wisdom, build data-driven enterprises, and contribute meaningfully to Ghana, Africa, and the global community. On this note, I know that's the next item on the agenda, but I've taken too much of your time. I'm an accountant by profession. Accountants don't talk much. My privacy is influencing me. Lawyer, they analyze everything. In recent time, my wife tells me I talk too much. I don't know why. Probably it's my situation. Who is a lawyer and will talk about everything. So, without asking our Director of Public Affairs to come for me to sit and come back again, I hereby declare the PhD in Public Policy and Leadership, the Bachelor's, the MPhil, and MSc in Applied Statistics officially launched. Indeed, thank you, and may our collective efforts yield knowledge, integrity, and community leadership. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. When you have a VC who makes your work very easy, it makes things nice. Thank you for making the program as brief as possible. I would like to acknowledge the Honorable Alassane Umar, Member of Parliament for Zabzu. Zabzugu constituency. Zabzugu constituency. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. You know, we initially sent out invitations earlier, and due to a program conflict, we had to send letters out. And so anyone who has come, it means that we are dear to the person's heart, and we don't take it for granted. We are so grateful that you've spent time, waited for this program. Thank you. We acknowledge you, sir. Thank you for coming. I also like to acknowledge Osman Idris Samu from the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Thank you, sir, for coming. I will acknowledge you as we go along the program. I would like to invite 3 prospective students briefly. They will tell us why they have opted to be on this program, their expectation, and what we should look out for when they are possibly done with the program. You know, how they're going to impact government policy, and so we'll watch out for you. In no particular order, I would like to invite Henry Atto, if you are here, briefly, come and talk to us. Is Henry here? Oh, please, let's welcome Henry. Briefly.
Yeah. Good evening. So, through research, I realized that the UPSA has a strong reputation for research, and that is the reason why I decided to apply. Given our complex development challenges as a country, I applied. A program in public policy and development is both timely and an essential. I believe it will deepen the theoretical understanding of students and also help with research that will help in addressing our unique challenges as a country. I am confident that my presence and participation in this program will equip me with the necessary skill to make a meaningful contribution in our country in the areas of public policy and then leadership, and also to mentor future leaders in relation to leadership and public policy. Thank you.
Thank you. If Gifty Awodede Amwati, let's welcome her.
Thank you. I'm Gifty Awodede Amwati, a teacher by profession, and my work is basically to interpret the educational policies, implement them, and also lead. With this, I decided to pursue a course in educational innovation and leadership sciences, and then later, leadership and governance. Then after that, I have this strong quest to do PhD in either leadership, public policy, or governance. I've been scanning, but I couldn't get any until I saw the advert by UPSA. I became so happy, and I immediately applied. In fact, I have a lot of expectations. One of them is to have an in-depth knowledge of the policies, especially educational policies, so that I'll be able to implement them very well, and then also influence the people I work with. That is the leadership. My aspiration, immediate aspiration, is to be a head of a senior high school, where I'll be a reference point with all that I'll be acquiring here. So, I am ready. I'm only waiting for the admission. Thank you very much.
This one, on behalf of Madam Amote VC, please. Affirmative action. Affirmative action. Affirmative action. So, Madam, your UPSA will help you with your aspiration. And thank you for sharing with us. The last person, Ebenezer Doku, if you are here, briefly share with us what your expectations are also. Thank you.
Good evening. I stand on all the existing protocols. Like Madam said, I've also been scanning for a program in PhD. I think last year I was here to see Dr. MPhil. At the time I came, I was told the PhD programs had started. So I said then I'll wait for another year. This year he sent me the brochure on the program. And I said, well, then this is it. With my background in local governance, I thought this aligns with my goal of contributing to effective governance and also public sector reforms. We are all aware of the problems bedeviled with our local governance structures. And I think my honorable MP would agree with this. And so this course, I know, would help in the reform sector or try to shape the local government sector in terms of reform and policies. I pursued a program here in corporate governance and completed in 2020. And most of my course mates have come back to pursue courses in the same institution. Why? Because every course in this institution is tailored towards meeting a need or meeting a goal. And so once I saw the program, I knew it would satisfy the goals and aspirations that I wish to pursue. So UPSA has become an institution of choice, and I know other colleagues would join me in subsequent years in the same course. Thank you very much.
The University of Choice. Please, let's do it for him. Thank you very much, Mr. Doku. Thank you for the vote of confidence in our university. We are happy to have you. You chose us and we choose you back as a university. And faculty is here to support you in the realization of your vision as a person. So thank you. Thank you so very much. As we bring the program to a close, we will have a group photograph for memory's sake, so that you say that I was also here when we launched the 4 programs. So we'll have a group picture subsequently. But I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Alfred Breimer from the Institute of Directors. Thank you, sir, for coming. We really, really appreciate you, the Institute of Directors. They always attend our programs, and we don't take it for granted. Okay. We would also like to acknowledge the representative from the First Bank, representative from the Hope Foundation, the representative from the Ghana Civil Aviation, SEO Africa, NHIA Koforidia, the representative who came from Presec Mampong, Get Fun, the members of parliament present, representative from the UNFPA, the representative from the Office of the President. We appreciate you for coming, and kindly send the message that the PhD in public policy and leadership is one that we recommend for anybody who holds public office in this country, because we need better, we need our elected officials to do better so that it will impact our lives. So please send a message as you go. And the representative from YEA, we thank you for coming. MRI and BDR. I don't know the full, but I acknowledge you all. Thank you. We thank you so much for spending your evening with us. God bless you sincerely. I like to acknowledge the heads of department who are here. Thank you sincerely. You came on time and to support the program. Even though I see some of you, the program is not in your faculty, but you are here to lend your help. That is what this university is about. We are a tight family and we support each other. Thank you so much. I like to acknowledge Dr. Ibn Khalid and Dr. Umu Makwi. Thank you so much for your support. We really acknowledge you. Thank you. And the students who came, we thank you. You could have been learning, but you chose to be here. God bless you sincerely. The directors, I haven't forgotten you. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Please come, we'll take the picture and we'll be out of here. Thank you so much.